Consulting Conversations with Kris and Katie. I am Katie, founder of Elevate Online, joined today by Kris, the founder of Evergreen Leadership, and together we created Leap in 2017 to help others start and grow their consulting businesses swiftly, smartly, and with support. Today, we are kicking off our new series, 4 Ways to Increase Your Revenue as a Consultant. So this is great for people currently consulting, maybe people who have recently started consulting and they're wondering how they can make a bit more money. But the first way that we are going to talk about today is raising your rates. So some consultants might hear that and think, oh, that sounds so easy. Yeah, just raise my rates, I'll make more money. But you know that a lot goes into selecting the right rate and making sure that's right for your client. So Kris, how is it that a consultant could raise their rate in order to hit that revenue goal that they might have for the year?
Yeah, we are going to talk about 2 very specific ways, but there is an overarching principle. In order to raise your rates, you need to add more tangible value to your client, right? So you can't just, like you said, just randomly say, oh, I've been charging $100 an hour and now I'm going to charge $125 without some underpinning to that, right? Unless you've been extremely undercharging, but right. So the question is how do you add something that adds value to the clients? And the 2 ways we're going to talk about today, one are as you gather and gain higher and higher level experience, you can raise your rates to reflect that. And the second, Katie, that you're going to talk into are, you just get smarter, you get some credentialing, you could do some certificates, you do some more education. So let me give you a quick example of where I was able to raise rates based on experience. I had the good fortune about 2 or 3 years into my consulting journey to be invited in to do change management with somebody I had worked with previously. So I got into this engagement based on my relationship and having done good work for this client before. It happened to be an SAP project, and that is an end-to-end software solution. And the skills are a little scarcer, they're a little more refined. So I got the ability through this project to learn how to do change management for an SAP engagement. It was a little more complicated, the skills were in more demand, there was a whole methodology around it. And I had the opportunity through that work experience to learn that so that when I came out of that engagement and I could then work for other change engagements for an SAP project, I actually could raise my rates about $25 to $50 an hour based on that, because there weren't as many people who understood that process, understood how to do that. So you can build your experience base, add some value that adds to your client. But there's another way that you can do it. And Katie, I know you have great success with it. What is the way number 2?
Yeah, so that is to add more education into your portfolio, whether that is a certification, if you really feel like it has to be a degree, or even just a specific course that you might want to take that helps you bring additional value to your clients. And when we get and start talking into this space of investing in your education or credentials, what we like to emphasize is that it is really all about what matters to your client. So make sure you're investing in something that your client is going to care about. If you presented it to them like, hey, I did this, and this is why I can command this higher price. So a good example for me is in 2019, I saw the trend of influencer marketing and realized that I could help bring influencer marketing to small businesses, but I wanted training in the strategy of how to do it best. So I found 2 people who were current independent consultants doing influencer marketing who had put together a course for other small business marketers to learn from them. And it was a $1,200 course, and I hold tight to my money. So at the time I was like, do I really want to invest in this? Like, is this a good thing? But I realized, yes, I feel passionately about this area. I really want to see how I could use this for a client that I already had. And so I invested in it. And I was able to triple the influencer marketing I was doing with the current client within a few months of completing this course and bring the value and the strategy that I learned in it to them. And I mean, I have made quadruple, if not more, from influencer marketing as a result of learning those skills, even with that specific client. So for me, when I think of investing in education and how it can be such a benefit to raising your rates, that's my go-to example, because that was the first place I was able to command $100 an hour, confidently knowing the value that I was bringing. And then that in turn has raised my other rates up with it as well. So with that, that is our first way and the 4 ways to raise your revenue series. Come back, tune in next week for way number 2. And in the meantime, if you are starting your independent consulting business, you just launched, or you're looking to grow, we have several free and paid resources for you that you can check out here.